You ever wonder what happens when you decide to open up a business and you put all of your hopes and dreams into a Cool Whip container? Well, it's finally time that we get to touch on what's happening in the OCG through the eyes of some of the people that have been happening to be in the region from a post that was made on Zodiac earlier. So I wanted to give my thoughts on some of the things I've been reading. And I love business perspectives because if you put everything in this with just nothing on the outside, you're doing it completely wrong. Don't you love Christmas analogies? Somebody's gonna get really kinky with some of this stuff on Christmas. Spoiler alert, it's not gonna be me, because I don't get nice things. Alright, so what's up, guys? We got out Trader Orange Robbie, the one that has to tell everybody the way it is, because you guys seem to love this version of me. So we're gonna dig right into this discussion. But first off, haha, you got clickbaited, just like every mega capital G video ever. Show me some love, guys. Feel free to show some likes. It's pretty simple. It's the best part of the descriptions. Now, this isn't going to be the, oh my god, Yu-Gi-Oh's dying in Japan video. No, that's not how this works. I wanted to talk about how certain shop owners across China, Thailand, Hong Kong, in general, Indonesia, Singapore, how some of them have gone out of business because Yu-Gi-Oh's not doing well. And my first initial thought to you is, why the fuck is your shop only doing Yu-Gi-Oh? Alright? Now, this should be a business question to you. And every person that has ever owned a store, that I've talked to that owns a store, if you are only a Yu-Gi-Oh store, you are going to fail. This should be a fucking no-brainer to you. If you're putting all of your hopes and dreams only in the Yu-Gi-Oh jar, you're like, ah man, I don't need Magic, I don't need Pokemon, I don't need any of this other shit. You hear that? That's the sound of no fucking money. If you are running a game store, Rob, you don't own a store, you don't have any right to say this. I've talked to enough people, I've listened to enough Rudy videos to just get the perspective of things, and it's very true. And much across like your oceanic region, much like anywhere in the world, if card game numbers are down, if things are dwindling, why are you not expanding your horizons? If you know Yu-Gi-Oh's not doing good in your area, why are you not focusing on other things? It just, the warning signs are there. If Japan is talking about Yu-Gi-Oh sales being down, by the way, I don't have stats or anything to back this up. This is just what is always constantly being talked about within the community. If numbers are down all across the region, shit's not selling. But you're a Yu-Gi-Oh only store. You're relying on those 30 to 40 Yu-Gi-Oh customers to come in a week and pay your rent. What? Bro, are you on some new age shit? Like, can I have whatever the fuck drugs you're on? Because that is fundamentally bad. Now, only deriving your actual income from the game of Yu-Gi-Oh is completely stupid. That's all I have to say on that topic. You were destined to go out of business the minute you opened up, only being Yu-Gi-Oh focused, because I don't see it. I don't see how it works. Now, business owners across the region, across Japan, America, wherever, card game numbers have been dwindling for probably the last year or so. It's no industry secret at this current point in time that all trading card game numbers are down. You've got whatever the fuck Hasbro with Magic's doing over there in the corner with their SJW stuff. That's a video for another day. I don't think the Yu-Gi-Oh community really wants to talk about that. That's just too much. So, TCG trading card games numbers are down, and people that are putting a lot of their time and effort into these shops, they're closing down. And that is literally as the industry goes. I don't know why this is some big magical secret to people. They're like, oh my god, it sucks. It sucks that your boyfriend decided to go out and make his livelihood a TCG shop. And one of those friends, your friend Bob, decided to fucking put his livelihood only in Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, Bob closed his shop way before Fred did, because that was a terrible idea. Fred is still trying to get by. Fred's doing okay. Fred's been putting money out of pocket for a little while. Things are still rough. We're still not plus. Fred decides to close his shop and move along with another source of income, which is good on you, Fred. Good job. I really understand why people say that the industry is designed to fail, because, fuck, the price that stores are paying on boxes. So, say a store pays $50 per special edition box, and then turns around and sells it to you for $70. Cool, the store makes $20. A lot of people in the gaming community will whine and bitch, like, why you gotta take that $20 from me? The store's gotta pay for its lights. That locals that you go to every week, their overhead cost is a little bit more than you're probably paying in rent. And by a lot, I mean, I've heard numbers from anywhere to $700 to $2,500. Probably sure it goes up way beyond that for some of these overhead stores. So I always talk about, support your locals. It's the same thing in the regions of Japan and whatnot. Talk about, just because Yu-Gi-Oh's numbers are down over there doesn't mean that it's a bad thing that shops are closing. Games tend to rebound. This is no real big secret. Every game has a healthy point. Every game has an extremely low point. All depends on the excess amount of money that people want to spend on the game. Now, looking at the OCG, looking how they have not adapted a mentality towards the TCG, I will say that the way that the TCG is handling it, you guys can quote me on this, the way that the TCG has adapted their system now, that they will say the next change will be considered at this point instead of the not having a specific date. Doing it this way is phenomenal. Oh, kudos to you, TCG. If you continuously tell us that we're going to get a revision option at X point, that is fundamentally great. That is infinitely better than the set timetable. And if you disagree with me, well, you enjoy degenerate formats, and I can't tell you much more than that. The thing is that the OCG was locked in a spiral format for 4 months, and it really hurt. Tier 0 formats are bad for the game. And hitting all of the deck choices? What the fuck was up with that? You hit every deck that could compete with Spiral? Hello? Who are you? Who is running the branch? Like, it's so confusing. The TCG said, 7 weeks in? Oh, you guys need a list? Fucking clean that shit right up. Format's a lot more stable now. Pretty sure Resort's going to 1 on the next list in January, but that's the thing. The thing is, the OCG likes to advertise their list in B-Jump, which really hurts things. They can't take that passive approach that the TCG has been taking. TCG now will clean up any real issue that there is, and I'm really liking the way that things are going. But because of the partnerships and needing to publish things more formally, there really can't be changes in things like emergency ban list. So, in terms of stores and attendances being down across the regions, the OCG just came out of a really bad format. And you have to remember, before going into that format, there were a lot of decks that a few people could play, but you killed Masterpiece, you killed Alistair. It's really weird because usually the TCG is very brutal at trying to force people to buy a new product. And when I say buy a new product, they'll be like, come take your baby. And the OCG, it's almost like things reversed on this last list. The TCG let everybody keep their decks. They banned Dynamite. TCG, it's almost like we kind of just swapped roles, because everyone liked the OCG better for a while. And then last list, no one liked the OCG. And going into the current format, I've heard a lot of people talking about, oh, I like the OCG better. Stay over here in the TCG. Let the TCG fix things. But the passive system of every couple of months making an announcement saying we're either going to stick with this list or change things, that is the way that the game needs to go. And the way that the OCG is the way things have been going at the moment, it's not good for the OCG player base. Those lower attendances because people don't want to play those fucking degenerate tier 0 formats, I understand. You know, I like tier 0 as much as the next person, because it means it's the only goddamn deck I need to go around with. And if I'm playing it, should hypothetically win. I just gotta know the mirror. That's my take on that. I enjoy degeneracy, but the thing is, Fred and Bob as shop owners don't like degeneracy because they're not selling product. And you gotta sell that product to generate more sales. And to be completely honest with you, the way that Yu-Gi-Oh product has been going these last 3 sets, Extreme Forces, the only thing saving this fucking February set is the fact that they killed the Link Brains pack from the OCG, broke it down, and they're inserting it in the TCG. Which leads you to go, huh, was that a marketing ploy to make the set sell? Or was that a, oh fuck, this set's not gonna sell, we need to do something about this? It's very interesting when you look at it from that standpoint. But now that they've included certain lake monsters, the cookie jar, it's not very cookie jarry, but you know, we'll be able to put a couple pennies in here. You know, some people want to buy product and things like that. So, moral of the story. Yeah, I know we kind of jumped back and forth on topics because there's a few things I want to talk about. OCG numbers got fucked. Just absolutely wrecked because of OCG going, oh, we're going to play spirals for fucking a quadrillion years. They didn't preemptively hit anything. They just let the deck, they let it go wild. And because of that, the OCG player base has suffered. I don't think the OCGs really had to deal with a tier 0 format much on the way that we had to do. But the numbers and the implications that a tier 0 does to the player base, the amount of strain that it puts on those players, plus the implications of Master Rule 4 not allowing you to play X deck, really drains the player base. I think it drains the player base a lot more than people want to realize it does. It's just overall straining. Just not being able to go to locals and have fun. You know, the OCG is a much more casual player base than we are, and being forced into a format to where you have to play the one deck or you're going to lose really sucks. You know, it was kind of cool watching Synchro kind of be viable up until like the end before they just announced the list and killed everything, but hey, Ancient Fairies banned. We literally fixed everything. So, OCG region, I'm honestly hoping you guys rebound out of this shit show that you guys just were forced to endure. I really do wish you the best in the motherland. You know, kudos to you for enduring it. If you're an OCG player, you had a very rough time. It's about as bad as what our Spiral format was. Oh wait, we still have our Spiral format. It's not as bad as yours was, you know, but to be honest, you can argue semantics. You guys have to deal with shooting Quasar Dragon, we don't. I'll count my blessings. I'd rather deploy a masterpiece over here at a regional than really worry about anything else. So guys, that's all I gotta say. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Yu-Gi-Oh! Around the world is a very interesting topic. Probably touch the tip top of this video. Get it? The tip top. Alright, that's all I got for you guys. Deuce Arenas. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.